Hello there, and welcome to this edition of Thought for the Week. I've been looking at Psalm 27. It's a lovely psalm of David, anchored in reality. He doesn't shrink from problems, he faces them head on. But the wonderful thing is, he knows that the Lord is with him all the time. He knows that the Lord is his stronghold, his fortress, protecting him from harm. It's a tremendous thing to be aware of, undergirding all our experiences of life, knowing that the Lord is there and knowing that he is the Almighty Father. Let me read you a few verses from the psalm. This is from verse 11. Teach me your way, O Lord. Lead me in a straight path because of my oppressors. Do not hand me over to the desire of my foes, for false witnesses rise up against me, breathing out violence. I'm still confident of this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and take heart, and wait for the Lord. It's the way he concludes the psalm, but it's a marvellous attitude to adopt, isn't it? This attitude of perfect confidence in the Lord. I'm still confident of this. I'll see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. He knows that nothing the enemy can throw at him is going to alter his relationship with his heavenly Father. And that is an encouragement for you and for me, isn't it? There's a lot in these verses about guidance. Did you note that? Teach me your way, O Lord. Lead me in a straight path. Guidance is one of the most difficult aspects of my Christian faith. I don't know whether you share that feeling, but certainly guidance for me has never been easy. I believe I put my life into the hands of God and therefore that he's leading me. But sometimes it doesn't appear to be by a very straight path. It's very circuitous. And then again, the more I've thought about that, about the Lord leading me, the more I've seen that sometimes what I think is the most direct path to something is not the best. Sometimes what seems to be a diversionary path is the safe path. Let me give you an obvious example. If you're waiting for a train and you suddenly realise you're on the wrong platform, what are you going to do? The most direct way is to dash across the lines onto the adjacent platform. But if you do that, you stand a high chance of being mown down by a train. No. Best to walk along the platform for as long as you need to, go across the bridge, and then you're on the other platform safely. Guidance is very much like that, I think. I've not been terribly helped by Christian books on guidance. It all seems so straightforward, not for me. Life for me has always seemed to be a long succession of U-turns. I'm going along merrily in one direction, then suddenly I'm whipped round in a new direction, and then another direction. And sometimes I can think, this can't be. But I do believe it is, because the Lord will never lead me by any way other than his way. I once heard a preacher say, life is like a long succession of U-turns and 90-degree turns. We think we're on the right track and suddenly we're shoved round in a completely different direction. But he said, be encouraged. I'll tell you this. When at the end of your life, when you are with your Father and he reviews your life, you will see the straightest line you ever saw. Those things that appear to be U-turns are really not a problem to God. He's got it well worked out. He'll never leave me nor forsake me, and he will always be sure to lead me in the right path. And what's true for me is certainly true for you. Be encouraged. God's on your case. Bye-bye for now, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye.